Hey guys, so I just uploaded a message into my Google School platform. If you want to hear the message, it's there. You just find it on my website, mirandamanticos.com. Click the membership tab and click the Google School link to join. Okay, I do a message every week, and we do all kinds of deep meditations, group guided hypnosis, healing focused energy work, light body activations, so many things. But today's message was on a prophecy that has always stayed with me my whole life. And it's in the book of Daniel, actually, and it's about the statue in King Nebuchadnezzar's dream, okay? Now, I know from Christ telling me that the interpretation that we were given from religion, various religions, no one in particular, isn't entirely accurate, which, I mean, who's surprised about that? But anyway, because the real truth of it was covered up, right? So if you want to hear a little bit about Christ's message about that statue and what it means, all the nations, okay, that have risen and fallen. It's about the rise and the fall. This is very much a Thoth message as well, which he's coming out now as I'm sending this out to all of you guys in the message. He didn't actually reveal himself until right now. But yeah, so that whole dream is about the rise and fall of nations, of realms, okay? And essentially the base of the statue is where the truth sits, okay? So if you're interested in that message, check it out, okay? I'd love to have you there with us. We have an amazing time. But I do want to pull a couple of cards for you guys today because that's what my spirit is leading me to do. So just to give you guys some encouragement and some love, okay? Okay. So I asked which goddess is helping right now. And Asteria, celestial guidance. Beautiful. Okay. Let me just read a little bit about this for you guys, because if I knew more about her, I would tell you myself, but I'd rather hear from the oracle on this that wrote it. Let's see what she has to say. Okay. She's revered in Greek mythology. She embodies the essence of the night sky, dreams, and prophecy. Here we are, talking about prophecy. Celebrated as a celestial deity, she is renowned for her beauty, wisdom, and connection to the stars, often depicted with stars and constellations. Exudes an aura of mystery, magic, and cosmic insight. I'm hearing like Estar, like Esther in the Bible, Queen Esther, but Estar. I'm hearing like, how do you want to say it, Spirit? I'm seeing lots of different roots of this word, like the name Astrid, okay, or star being, star oracle. If you have any, feeling of connection to stars, this goddess is helping right now, showing you prophecy, okay, in your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams right now. The good thing about dreams, so let me tell you why dreams are so important in the science side of it, okay? Because as you all know, I am a hypnosis practitioner. I also teach hypnosis. And the thing about hypnosis that makes it work so well, okay, for healing the body, for really having spiritual journeys and communicating with the higher guides, is it gets you into the frequency that you need to be in to get these messages, okay? Developed psychics, such as myself and others like me, are already in that frequency all the time. We're in and out of it all the time, okay? But awakening humanity needs assistance getting there sometimes. So that frequency gets you there, okay? But, why this is so important is when you go to sleep, you're actually in the frequency of communication automatically. Anybody, no matter whether they've developed their abilities or not, they're in the frequency of communication. So really pay attention to your dreams right now. Journal them, okay? We're getting new information, new scrolls, new things are being opened up because we're here to help humanity, okay? So please pay attention to that. That's what I'm hearing, is that she's going to be communicating with you in your dreams. Also, I want to get you guys, this is an archangel animal deck, because right now we know that we are being guided by the indigenous collective all over the world, okay? For those of us who live in the Americas, that, you know, there's a focus here, but also, you know, we're getting messages now from like ascended populations all over. I get messages from Peru, I get messages from Chile, I get messages from like England and that area, Ireland, Africa, Nigeria. I hear a lot from Nigeria, and have for a few years now, Ethiopia. So, you know, pay attention to these messages, you guys. We're helping. This is so awesome. Okay, so gray squirrel. So you're going to see some squirrels. And they are special messengers. Find new ways of solving problems, and they truly are resourceful, aren't they? Archangel Raphael, which we know is an archangel for healing. Okay, don't know how long this message will hold just because my battery's low. So pay attention to your squirrel messengers. There are other ways to do things. Okay, be open. Hedgehog, be a magnet for light, joy, and love. Archangel Gabriel, look how beautiful. Look at all the little orbs around him. And in our reading that we did earlier in my class, orbs came through as well. So that's really relevant for some of you today. You may see orbs of light in the sun or in your home or just in your room. You may see them in your visions. They're healing you. They are so good at lifting your frequency, which is super important right now. And it's not because you have to be positive all the time. No, we're not bypassing our healing. That's Mary Magdalene talking right now. But it is because we need to temper that heaviness and that anger and that rage and that fear and all the stuff we've experienced, okay? We have to temper that with light and love and upliftedness so that it doesn't overtake us, okay? So really calibrate your energy, I'm hearing. Really kind of be in the middle, okay? Where you know and you're aware of the problems. And I mean not just in your life, but as in the collective. But you also know and are aware of the divine love solutions, okay? And where your power is at, okay? So being able to see the problems, but not be in it, okay? Don't be like in it, just be aware of it. And at the same time, be aware of the frequency of solution, okay? And that's super important because you don't know how this is all going to unfold. None of us does, right? We don't know exactly how it's going to happen. We trust and we flow, okay? So knowing the frequency is more important than the information. It's actually more important than even knowing an exact prophecy, right? Because when we try to figure out like how it's going to go in the mind, that becomes an entanglement, okay? So you have to get into the body. We all need to be in our bodies, the sacred vessel of light, and just really trust that you are so loved and beautiful and just needed and all the things, okay? And just let it unfold, okay? Let it unfold and don't get entangled too much in the messiness I'm hearing in the politics even, or in those systems. That is not who you are. You are not those systems, okay? You're here to be you. I'm seeing like unicorn energy, beautiful creative beings, very uplifted. You're just so, just a beautiful light, okay? I'll pull a unicorn. Why not? As long as my phone is going, we can pull one more. After that, I got to recharge. I have another unicorn deck. I don't know where it's at. That is so beautiful. I have to get it out. This one I like because it blends the dragon and the unicorn together, which I think is really cool. Let me show you what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So we've got omen. And by the way, this is a good omen from the roots. We're doing our root work. Isn't that what we said in the prophecy today? 10:10, as I said that. So, yeah, addressing those deeper wounds, especially those of us who carry in more recent lineages, okay? So when you, all people carry indigenous wounding, by the way. All people come originally from tribes, okay, that lived at one with mother, okay? But when you're born into a family line where this is your immediate heritage, it can be really raw and difficult to process, okay? And because we've been colonized and disconnected from our tribes, and for many of us, not all, but for many, we weren't given the methods of healing that we needed. We had to discover these. We had to come through, right? Now, the positive in this is that the reason that you were born in this line and the reason that you are closer to the roots when you're born from an immediate indigenous family is because you're powerful and you can do it. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. 111 as I said that. So believe in yourself. This is super important. Believe in yourself. I want to show you this. I was told to show you my big amethyst. Look how beautiful. This is such a good, oh my God, I love this crystal so much. This one I wish you guys could all hold her. If we were in person, I would let you hold her. She is so loving. Her energy is so beautiful. Okay. So just, I want to show you that. And there's one more that my guides told me to show you. Okay. This was like an orange calcite. Very much a sacral energy, creative. Okay. And if you wanted to put these two together, wisdom, create wisdom, right? And that's your roots. Okay. You embody lineages and lineages of experience and wisdom. Okay. All vibrating with you at the same time. Okay. So heavy as it has been, rise is what they're saying. Feel the relief of the light that's coming in, of the hope, of the joy, okay? Do not look around you for that. Look within you, okay? They're saying, do not look around. That's an illusion. Look within. Remember, I've said this before in my messages to you guys, and I teach this in my classes. You are the creator beings, okay? We. So this is why there's such a snatch for your attention in politics, in all the stuff, okay? Even all the conspiracies, which many of them are true, but it doesn't matter. If they get you sucked down into that, guess what you're creating? More of it, okay? Don't. Be aware, but not in it. Remember? Be aware of it, but rise above it. I'm seeing Jesus walking on water. I'm seeing Peter walking on water. I'm seeing him tell Peter, do not look around you at the storm. Look at me, okay? And if you took that as a message in your personal life, Christ is within you. You are Christed, okay? The goddess, you are a child of the goddess, okay? So you are living, breathing, walking earth. As I told you guys in a message a while back from a friend of mine that I met on TikTok that's from Peru. She said in their language, humans, the word they use for humans in the ancient language of Peru means the living, breathing, walking earth. Isn't that beautiful? And so you are her, embodied, walking around. So don't get entangled in their systems. That is not who you are. And even if it's wrong or unjust or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You came here to be her child, okay? And to be the embodiment of creating love. This does not make you weak. It does not make you vulnerable. It does not make you a pushover. It doesn't mean any of those things. You're extremely powerful and you do not have to take anybody's crap. That's literally what she's saying. But it just means that where your focus should be is on your truest self, whatever that looks like for you. That is the magic you came to create, okay? So I'm getting this kind of like dancey vibe. Some of you guys need to start dancing. We like dancing. Dance in your living room, dance in your backyard. I am not seeing like an intermingling of dancing with a bunch of people right now because their energy's so all over the place. I am seeing this as a personal dance experience or maybe with some trusted friends, okay? Who you feel spiritually comfortable with. All right, what else do you guys want to say? That's it. That's it. All right. Get dancing, get moving. I love you guys. Bye.